Welcome back to the Fit Fix channel, your ultimate destination for all things fitness and wellness. In today's video, we are diving deep into a crucial topic that can make or break your muscle building journey, catabolism. Understanding and preventing catabolism is essential if you want to preserve your hard-earned gains and maintain a lean, muscular physique. Catabolism refers to the process of breaking down lean mass. There are certain actions that promote catabolism and accelerate the loss of muscle mass. We'll delve into this and more in today's video. Firstly, it's crucial to understand that building muscle mass depends on various factors, including training stimulus. Additionally, nutrition plays a vital role, as certain hormones are involved in the metabolic and physiological processes of muscle building. Therefore, maintaining hormonal health is also crucial. Furthermore, adequate rest is fundamental because muscle is built while sleeping, not while awake. Excessive consumption of stimulants, such as coffee, can disrupt your sleep. Going to bed too late, waking up too early, and insufficient sleep negatively impact your REM sleep, which is essential for regeneration and can significantly compromise your progress. Some bodybuilders in the pre-contest phase may abuse stimulants, which can result in insomnia, increased cortisol levels, and feeling fatigued without proper rest. Pre-workout supplements should be used in moderation, ideally only one dose and an extra scoop if you're exceptionally fatigued. It's important to time the use of pre-workout supplements so that their effects wear off at least 6 hours before bedtime. For instance, if you train at 8 p.m., take the pre-workout earlier. Although you may compromise the peak effectiveness of the supplement, at least you won't compromise your sleep quality. Another factor to consider is the use of medications. Some individuals become reliant on painkillers and anti-inflammatories. Self-medication can significantly hinder muscle mass development, as these drugs directly affect muscle's hypertrophic capacity. When these medications are in action, they increase cortisol levels, which hampers the inflammatory process induced by training. If you engage in intense workouts and rely on painkillers, it's as if you haven't trained at all. Painkillers and anti-inflammatories should only be used for extreme pain or under the supervision of a doctor for specific purposes. Just because they are available over the counter doesn't mean they can be taken without consequences. They can harm your progress and go against your goals, especially if you're training for muscle building. Inform your doctor that you engage in weightlifting, as there are less muscle-aggressive painkillers and anti-inflammatories that can be prescribed, which can be highly beneficial. If you struggle with sleep issues, instead of reaching for a beer or a glass of wine, consider trying melatonin, which is recommended for children and has minimal side effects. Melatonin can be an effective way to enhance sleep performance. Moving on, be cautious with excessive aerobic exercise. Many individuals have an overwhelming desire to quickly achieve a lean and defined body, which can hinder muscle growth. Some people have a tendency to avoid resistance training and instead focus heavily on cardio. Keep in mind that weightlifting also burns a significant number of calories, and depending on your training routine, it can burn more calories than cardiovascular exercise. It's important to incorporate both weightlifting and cardiovascular exercises into your routine, with weightlifting being the priority and cardio serving as a complementary component. Here's a tip: if you choose to engage in fasted cardio, limit it to a maximum of 1 hour or even 45 minutes. Avoid taking your dog for a walk during fasted cardio. Maintain a consistent cardio routine, and if possible, perform it at the gym. For those who prefer to do cardio after weightlifting, limit it to 30 minutes. You might be wondering if there's a more intense form of cardio. However, be mindful not to overdo cardio. Instead, prioritize weightlifting in your life. Remember that excessive cardiovascular activity can hinder your muscle gain if used excessively. Moving on, alcoholic beverages. Alcohol also falls into the category of the 5 factors that lead to catabolism and muscle loss. When you consume alcoholic beverages, you're under the influence of the drug, which means that anything you consume during that time will be converted into fat. If you consume fatty foods alongside alcohol, it will only exacerbate the situation. Moreover, alcohol impairs your self-control and leads to increased food consumption. Not only do you consume larger quantities of food, but the quality of the food consumed while intoxicated is generally poor. Furthermore, alcohol is dehydrating, compromises nutrient absorption, increases cortisol levels due to reduced vitamin C absorption, and decreases testosterone production. Alcoholic beverages and muscle building do not go hand in hand. If you enjoy going out at night and getting drunk or feeling tipsy from drinking, you should forget about it, as it is highly catabolic for your muscles. For instance, you may arrive at a party looking all vascular and muscular, but by the time you go home, lie down, and fall asleep, you wake up looking deflated, flabby, and completely wrecked. It's as if you haven't been training at all. These are the catabolic effects caused by alcohol. So, if your goal is to truly hypertrophy, build muscles, and become defined, forget about alcohol. Moving on, cutting carbohydrates. Many individuals who wish to lose weight embark on diets that restrict or eliminate carbohydrates. Please don't completely cut out carbohydrates. Carbohydrates account for 60% of the energy generated in your body. This macronutrient is essential for effective training, and your workouts will be much better with carbohydrates. Carbohydrate intake should be adjusted, not eliminated, on different days. Alternate between higher and lower carbohydrate days to enhance your definition. Another important aspect to consider is that when you significantly reduce carbohydrate intake, which accounts for 60% of your body's energy generation, your body thinks, "This person has left me without fuel. Where am I going to find the energy to sustain cardio, training, work, and everything else?" The body's solution is to break down proteins and convert them into energy through a process called gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is a metabolic process where the body converts non-carbohydrate sources, such as amino acids from proteins, into glucose for energy. When you drastically cut carbohydrates from your diet, your body may resort to breaking down muscle tissue to provide the necessary amino acids for gluconeogenesis. This can lead to muscle loss and hinder your muscle building efforts. Instead of completely cutting out carbohydrates, focus on consuming complex carbohydrates from sources like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes. These foods provide valuable nutrients, fiber, and sustained energy for your workouts. Adjusting your carbohydrate intake based on your activity level and goals is a more balanced approach. Now, let's move on to the final tip, which is neglecting sleep. Sleep is often underestimated when it comes to muscle growth and overall health. During sleep, your body goes through crucial processes, including muscle repair and growth, hormone regulation, and overall recovery. Lack of sleep can disrupt these processes and hinder your progress. Research suggests that inadequate sleep negatively affects muscle protein synthesis, impairs insulin sensitivity, increases cortisol levels, and reduces growth hormone release. All of these factors can lead to muscle breakdown and hinder your ability to build muscle. To optimize your muscle building potential, aim for 7 minutes 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Create a sleep routine, maintain a comfortable sleep environment, and prioritize sleep as an essential part of your training and recovery. In summary, to avoid hindering your muscle building efforts, remember these 4 tips. Avoid excessive cardio that can interfere with muscle growth. Prioritize weightlifting and incorporate cardio strategically. Limit or eliminate alcohol consumption, as it is catabolic, dehydrating, and negatively affects hormone levels. Do not completely cut out carbohydrates from your diet. Adjust your intake based on your activity level and goals. Get sufficient and quality sleep to support muscle repair, growth, and overall recovery. I hope these tips are helpful to you. You've already learned how to avoid factors that can lead to muscle loss and catabolism. Now, if you're looking for specific tips to eliminate the unwanted chest fat and achieve a more defined chest, we have the perfect video for you. In our video, we'll be sharing effective and practical strategies to help reduce chest fat and sculpt your pectoral muscles. Get ready to discover targeted exercises, nutrition tips, and much more. Click on your screen now and watch. See you there.